Airports seem simple, right? You check in, go through security, and wait at your gate. But what if I told you that beneath this simple surface, there's a hidden layer of rules, tricks, and secrets that most travelers completely miss? And missing them, it could be costing you time, money, and even your sanity. Every single day, people waste hours in preventable delays. They lose their chance at getting free upgrades, or even say goodbye to their bags for good, all because of mistakes they didn't even know they were making. These aren't travel myths. These are real insider flight secrets that seasoned flyers use on every single trip, but hardly anyone talks about them. In this video, we're revealing the 12 most important airport secrets that airlines hope you never figure out. And by the time we get to secret number 1, you'll wonder how you ever flew without knowing these. So don't skip ahead, because missing even one of these travel tips could be the difference between a stressful nightmare and a smooth VIP experience. If you want to fly smarter, cheaper, and with a whole lot less stress, you're in the right place. Let's jump in. Next, the seat map trick. All right, let's start with your seat. Most travelers think that once they pick a seat while booking their flight, they're stuck with it. You see a decent aisle seat, you grab it, and you don't think about it again. That's what the airlines count on. But here's the secret truth. That seat map is alive. It's constantly changing. Airlines are updating their seat maps right up until a few hours before the plane takes off. Why? Because other passengers cancel, they reschedule, or they get upgraded. When this happens, much better seats like exit rows with incredible legroom, bulkhead seats, and even empty spots in premium cabins suddenly open up. So here's what you do. Don't just pick your seat and forget it. In the 24 hours leading up to your flight, and especially when you check in online, become obsessed with the refresh button on the seat map. You might see that dreaded middle seat you were stuck in is now next to an empty one, or a coveted window seat has become available. The benefit? A few clicks can get you a much better, more comfortable seat, turning a cramped flight into a relaxing one without spending a single extra dime. Next, the hidden lounges. You see them all the time. The frosted glass doors of the airport lounge, with calm, happy people inside. Most people think you need to be rich or flying first class to get in. They sigh, buy an overpriced coffee, and sit on the hard floor next to a crowded outlet. But here's the secret airlines don't advertise. Those lounges aren't just for VIPs anymore. In fact, you might already qualify for access and not even know it. Many travel credit cards, even some with no annual fee, come with free lounge access through programs like Priority Pass. Check the benefits section of your credit card's website right now. You might be shocked. Here's how you take advantage of it. Even if your cards don't have this perk, many lounges sell day passes for a small fee, sometimes less than what you'd pay for bad airport food and Wi-Fi. The benefit? For that small price, you get free food and drinks, private bathrooms, fast Wi-Fi, comfortable seating, and sometimes even showers. It's an airport hotel without the room. Before your next trip, a 5-minute search on airport lounge access for your terminal can completely change your travel day. Next, the secret upgrade to TSA PreCheck. You've probably heard of TSA PreCheck. It's that security shortcut that lets you skip the massive lines in the US. Most travelers think it's the ultimate way to speed through the airport. It's good, but it's not the best. Here's the real insider secret: global entry. Think of global entry as TSA PreCheck's smarter, more powerful big brother. Not only does it give you all the benefits of TSA PreCheck for domestic flights, but it also lets you speed through US customs and immigration when you return from an international trip. Here's how it works. Instead of standing in a massive customs line after a 12-hour flight, you walk up to a kiosk, scan your passport, and you're done. It can save you hours. And the best part, it only costs about $15 more than TSA PreCheck and is valid for 5 years. The benefit? If you travel internationally even once, this program is a total game changer. It reduces your stress to zero and makes you feel like a true VIP. Next, the special meal priority hack. When the meal service starts on a long flight, it can take forever for the cart to reach your row. Most people just wait patiently and take whatever is left, chicken or pasta. But here's a secret that frequent flyers have used for years. Order a special meal. When you check in online, you have the option to request a special meal. Vegetarian, vegan, kosher, gluten-free, you name it. Here's the trick. You don't need to have a dietary restriction to order one, and the benefit is twofold. First, special meals are almost always served before the general meal service begins. You'll be enjoying your food while everyone else is still waiting. Second, these meals are often prepared in smaller batches and can be fresher and more flavorful than the mass-produced standard options. It's a free, simple way to get priority service and better food. Next, the water bottle trick. Airport drinks are a total ripoff. We're talking $5, $6, sometimes even more for a single bottle of water. Most travelers think they have no choice but to pay up after they pass security. But the secret is, you never have to pay for water at an airport again. The TSA has strict rules about liquids, but there's a giant loophole they don't advertise. The rule only applies to full bottles. Here's the hack. Bring an empty, reusable water bottle in your carry-on. It will pass through security with zero issues. Once you're on the other side, just find one of the many water fountains or bottle refill stations that are now in almost every airport. The benefit? You've got free, unlimited hydration for your entire trip. You save money, reduce plastic waste, and you stay hydrated without waiting for the flight attendants to bring you those tiny cups of water. It's one of the easiest and smartest travel habits you can build. Next, the magical 24-hour rule. Picture this. You book a flight, and the very next day you see the price has dropped by $100. Most people think they're just unlucky and have to accept it. They've already paid. But here's a secret that airlines don't advertise. A magical 24-hour rule. In the United States, the Department of Transportation legally requires airlines to allow you to cancel or change your flight within 24 hours of booking without any penalty, as long as you booked at least 7 days before the flight. Here's how you use it. This rule is a built-in safety net. You can book a flight to lock in a decent fare, but then keep searching for the next 24 hours. If you find a better deal, you can cancel the first ticket for a full refund and book the cheaper one. The benefit? This little-known policy can save you hundreds of dollars. It gives you the power and flexibility to make sure you're always getting the best price. Next, the broken entertainment credit. You're on a long-haul flight, ready to watch a few movies, and you discover your seat back screen is broken. The average passenger might grumble, get frustrated, and just accept their fate of a long, boring flight. But here's what the smart traveler knows. A broken screen is an opportunity. Airlines have an obligation to provide the services they advertise, and a functioning entertainment system is one of them. Here's what you do. Politely and discreetly call a flight attendant. Explain the situation calmly. Don't demand, just ask, "My screen isn't working. Is there anything that can be done?" Often they can reset the system, but if they can't fix it, they are usually authorized to offer you compensation as a gesture of goodwill. The benefit? This can come in the form of a voucher for a future flight or even a credit of several thousand frequent flyer miles, which are far more valuable than the movie you would have watched. A moment of inconvenience can turn into a significant discount on your next vacation. Next, the left lane security trick. You arrive at the security checkpoint and see several long lines. Most people just pick a line at random, or the one that looks shortest. But there's a hidden psychological secret that can get you through faster. Research shows that because most people are right-handed, they tend to naturally drift toward the right-hand side when presented with a choice. This means the security lines on the far left are often less crowded and move faster. Here's the pro tip. When you approach security, immediately scan the lanes on the far left. Also, try to get in line behind business travelers with small bags, as they are usually experienced and efficient. Avoid lines with large groups or families, as they naturally take more time. The benefit? This simple choice can save you 15 to 30 minutes of standing in line, giving you more time to relax at your gate or maybe even visit one of those secret lounges. Next, the last-minute upgrade ask. You're flying economy, but you're dreaming of a lie-flat seat in business class. Most people assume that free upgrades are a myth, reserved only for the highest-level elite flyers. But that's not entirely true. While rare free upgrades at the gate do happen, and there's a secret to increasing your chances. The key is to be polite, dress nicely, and ask at the right moment. Here's how you do it. Don't ask for an upgrade when you check in your bags. The agent is too busy. The perfect moment is at the gate, about 15 to 20 minutes before boarding begins. The gate agents now have the final passenger list, and they know if the premium cabins have any empty seats. Approach the desk alone, be incredibly polite, and say something simple like, "I know it's a long shot, but if there happens to be any complimentary upgrades available, I'd be very grateful to be considered." The benefit? 9 times out of 10, the answer might be no. But that one time it's a yes, you'll be flying in luxury for free. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. Next, the airline app advantage. A storm hits and flights start getting canceled. The average traveler sees the cancellation on the departure board and immediately runs to the customer service desk, getting in a line with 200 other angry people. But the secret weapon of the smart traveler is already in their pocket, the Airlines app. These apps are more powerful than most people realize. Here's the hack. The moment you get a cancellation notification, open the app. Most airline apps have an automatic rebooking tool that will offer you new flight options instantly. You can rebook yourself onto a new flight in 30 seconds while everyone else is still waiting in line. The benefit? You get a seat on the next available flight while others might be stuck at the airport for a day. The app gives you total control, allowing you to bypass all the chaos and stress. Next, the interline agreement secret. Okay, your flight is canceled, and the airline app says the next flight with your airline isn't until tomorrow. Most people think this is the end of the story. They have to wait. But here is one of the deepest and most powerful secrets in travel: interline agreements. Most major airlines have agreements with each other to accept one another's passengers in the event of a cancellation. This means that even if you're booked on United, they might be able to put you on a Delta or an American flight that's leaving in an hour. Here's what you do. When talking to the gate agent after they tell you the next flight is tomorrow, politely ask, "I know this is a long shot, but do you have any interline agreements with other carriers that might have a flight leaving sooner?" The benefit? This one sentence shows them you are a knowledgeable traveler. While they are not always obligated to do it, it often opens up a whole new set of possibilities to get you to your destination on the same day. Next, knowledge is power. And the number one secret that ties all of this together is this: knowledge is power. The biggest airport secret isn't a single trick. It's understanding the system better than everyone else. The average passenger passenger goes through the airport on autopilot, but not you, not anymore. Now you know to check the seat map, to bring an empty water bottle, to use the 24-hour rule, and to stay ahead of gate changes. You travel smarter, smoother, and with less stress because you are an informed traveler. What's the best travel hack you've ever used? Share it in the comments below, and let's help each other fly smarter. And here's a bonus tip. The biggest cause of flying anxiety isn't the airport, it's the strange sounds you hear in the air. That's why we made a whole video called Never Ignore These 7 Plane Sounds that decodes every critical warning and secret noise you need to know. If you want to fly without fear, click the video on your screen right now. Make sure you're subscribed, and until next time, fly smart.